Welcome guys in the video of introduction of operating system. So first we discuss about what is operating system. Operating system is basically a piece of code that help to manage the whole system, whole laptop. You can say whole laptop. How it is act, how what's the function of this, why we need it. We will discuss three main things about it. Operating system is basically a manager of a system which manages everything in the system. But how it is do its work, what is its function? Let's discuss it. Basically, when you as a user work in any of the application like MS Word, you work in a MS Word and wanted to interact with hardware like to save this file, so you have to interact with hard disk hard disk so to interact with hard disk you need a intermediary thing that is called operating system. But you can also ask the question, why application directly does not access this hardware? The reason is very simple. Let's suppose you are running two different things simultaneously in your laptop. Let's suppose Word, and let's suppose I am using one word, one note. So if both come and say I need the same location, I need the same thing, I need urgent work. So how the hard disk going to manage it? And that is where operating system come. Operating system help to manage each and everything what is required to run the system efficiently and properly. And how he done this work, what are the its function? Let's discuss about it one by one. First function of operating system is resource management. As I said that if there are limited resources and there are lots of program come to say I want to use this resource, I want to use this resource. So how that resource be allocated to them, that is managed by operating system. Let's suppose I am running MS Word, I am running YouTube, I am doing work on OneNote, and everyone want to access the same resources to run them efficiently. So operating system help to manage them, manage the resource and provide the resource to the application so that application run properly. And second function is it help to communication between hardware and application. As I earlier explained that if MS Word want to save the file in hard disk, so there is a need to communication between application and hardware, and this communication help through the channel of operating system. And third and most important function is hide complex functions. What does it mean? So if you wanted to make any small application, just like a notepad, and if you wanted to save this application, so for saving this application you have to write the program for saving the application. But and if you want to print the application, you have to write the print functions. But if there is an operating system, you do not need these things, because by default each and every common feature is present in operating system. You do not need these. So operating system help to hide these complex things, and you do not require these things. Apart from this, you also need three main function other. First one is process management. Just I say you have a CPU record need for computation, but there are three things come together for computation, one, two, three. So how the CPU do this work? Because CPU can do one work at a time. Let's suppose CPU can do one work at a time. So CPU operating system here come and work as manager and help to schedule the tasks. Just like that, in the memory management, just every system has a limited memory. Just like my system had 8 GB of memory. So how that 8 GB of memory get distributed between different applications? Just like I am using one node for writing this, one application for recording this, one application for managing everything. So every application require RAM. So how operating system act here? It act as a distributor to distribute properly what is required to each and every function. And when the function execution completed, the operating system delocate and free that memory so that any other function or any other process which is waiting for memory to get free can use this free memory. And last and important function is security and privacy. Let's suppose you are using three different processes, 1, 2 and 3. So what happens if there is a no security? Process 1 can see the process of 2 and interrupt in this. Process 2 can interrupt the process of 3. Just like I am running one node can interrupt the process of my Excel, and Excel can interrupt my function of Word. So there is a requirement to make the privacy and give everyone the security so that there is a no security issue and everyone can work independently without interfering any other function. So what we have learned in this section is that operating system is a piece of code which act as a manager to manage everything between application and hardware. It act as an interference between application and hardware. And what are their rules? First is resource management. What is resource management? To manage all the resource. Second one is communication between application and hardware. Third one is hide the complicity. As I explained that if you want to save the file, you need to write the saving program, you need to write the opening program, you need to write the printing program, but you do not write this thing in when you make the app, when you make the application, because operating system already handle it. And other is process management, how that the CPU scheduling help, memory management, how the RAM memories get managed, and security and privacy, all are the important function of operating system. We will discuss in the next video about other things in operating system. Till that, goodbye.